Happy Halloween, two listeners. It's me, James.
They know there's only two of them, and I'm Sean. Hello.
But they like to be credited. I know it's Steve Barnes and someone else.
Sometimes it's our friend R2. Not often. But sometimes.
We've been getting a couple more listens by someone I think involved in Lucha Underground. Who, guys? Wait, why am I saying this now on the thing that everyone might not listen to? Well, hey, guys, wait till tomorrow for the main episode, because today we are releasing behind the patreon.com/MLM pod paywall. We are releasing the very heavily talked about on this show Vampiro Night Warrior episode of Straight to Patreon, where
they don't want us talking about Bruno, so we're filling all of that Bruno time with Vampiro, the Night Warrior.
Is Bruno the Day Warrior?
Yeah, and he's also a Sacha Baron Cohen character.
Okay.
I have not.
Sacha Baron Cohen is this Bruno everyone's not talking about?
Yeah, I don't know why nobody wants to talk about Sacha Baron Cohen. I think they were disappointed by Borat 2. But what were you expecting from Borat 2? It was just going to be more Borat. Leave Sacha Baron Cohen alone and talk about him more. Okay. But that's not what this podcast is.
It is not. This needs to be short, Sean.
Yes.
This is
talking about Bruno.
This is a free feed introduction to Straight to Patreon, where myself or Nicole and I have a friend come over and we watch a straight to video, straight to streaming, etc. video, movie, whatever. And
media.
Last year, Sean came over and we watched Vampiro's version of a Santo movie. And boy, oh boy, it's poorly dubbed. It's just baffling. Clearly, so much of the movie was cut out from the final cut. And it's a weird hallucination dream of a mess, but it's beautiful. And you can watch it right now on Amazon for free. I don't think you need a subscription at all.
No, Jeff Bezos just wants you to see this movie like we saw this movie and had a lot of fun. So enjoy this episode. Yo.
Actually, it does need you need a Prime subscription.
Okay. So if you have that Prime subscription, Jeff Bezos just wants you to see this movie. And we had a lot of fun recording it. We had a lot of fun watching it. I always like watching movies with you guys.
One of us didn't have fun watching it.
I feel like it must have been Nicole.
Yeah, absolutely wasn't Nicole. Nicole hated the movie.
But the mannequins, and I'm getting ahead of myself.
Oh yeah, the sexy mannequins. We've talked about them before. Is Katrina one? We don't know.
No, actually, absolutely not. But thank you so much for clicking in and enjoy this free feed in your I need a rhyme. Oh God, James, help me! I need a rhyme.
This free feed in your. Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah.
Free feed while drinking mead, because
oi.
Take a shot whenever we say mannequin.
Yeah, or
Quaalude. We say it a lot because someone clearly is on sedatives.
And most of all, have fun. And we love you and thank you for listening. We'll see you on the other side of this one. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, yeah.
I'm talking.
What's your thoughts on Hamtaro?
It's super fucking cute, and Pashmina is the best one.
I think my biggest problem with Pashmina is that she's not Bijou. And, what are we doing here?
Bijou!
Whoa.
Yeah, listen. Bijou is the best. Bijou is the Norman Smiley of Hamtaro.
Who the fuck is Norman Smiley?
He was the guy
Norman
we saw.
Fucking Smiley.
He was one of the wrestlers in the ring.
The guy we saw?
He has the magical ability to change the color of his trunks at will.
Yeah, that dude. You needed to pay attention. Hey, guys, welcome to Straight to Patreon, the only Norman Smiley episode we will ever do.
Wait, no, don't say that.
Oh, no, of Straight to Patreon.
Wait, but don't say that.
Okay, what? Has Norman Smiley been in a movie again?
I don't know.
Lay down, Smiley. Norman.
Smiley. Oh my God, I was so
man.
happy. It's
Hey,
the best day
guys.
of my life.
We watched a movie that is somehow it accelerated time and space because this was 75 minutes and it felt like 20. Right?
No.
Vampiro, Warrior of the Night, or Warrior of Darkness, depending on translations. You'll figure it out. Initial thoughts, shitheads.
It's bad.
It's dope, though, right?
No.
Yes.
No.
Smile of me.
I'm sorry. This is one that I cannot get on board with.
Wait, but you were on board so early, though. I thought. You were like, hell yeah, this is vibrant.
No, I'm not going to get.
Get into the weeds of
Yeah.
it yet? All right, Jonathan.
This is the best day of my life. I have never seen anything so good on a screen presented to me. And
In
yeah.
HD.
Citizen Kane can suck a mad nut.
Oh, of course.
There is no hope for anything that is not this movie to be worth watching again.
Yeah, like Rosebud behazed. Pet is here.
For real, there is an
I
Ewok
fucking hate that
and
thing.
Norman Smiley and like the weirdest year of Haku / Meng's life.
I will say, yesterday, we were walking home and I was like, man, I'm so excited for this movie. Nicole, I guarantee Sean's just going to be like, Norman Smiley's the best.
Because Norman Smiley's the best.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He does the wiggle.
Yeah, we still don't know what that means.
It's the wiggle.
So like the Wiggles.
No, I
Damn,
didn't.
he gets out in a turtleneck, vibrantly color, and he says like, "Oh, make sure you eat your veggies and let me suck on your mother's tit."
You clearly have not listened to the Wiggles, and your ignorance is embarrassing.
Why are you listening to the Wiggles?
Because
you
they're
fuck?
dope, and because they have a loose affiliation with Norman Smiley, who's the best.
God damn it.
I wiggle,
Listen.
wiggle, 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 wiggle. Is that his song?
No, his is they call me Norman. They call me Norman Smiley. They call me Mr. Wiggles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, Mr. Wiggles or Mr. Wiggle?
Excuse me, Mr. Wiggle.
Okay, all right, because that's copyright infringement. Because I think Norman Smiley wiggled before the Wiggles waggled.
Oh, absolutely.
Uh-huh.
Well, actually, I don't know because he wasn't wiggling at this time. This is if you're a WCW fan, this is
Let's
like
see when the Wiggles started, guys.
okay, yeah, because he wouldn't have wiggled until he got to WCW, and at this movie, this is all CMLL.
Ooh, goo. The Wiggles formed in 1991, the same year I formed
Oh, wow.
inside my mother's womb. She got dumped in. I'm gonna kill that bug real quick, but you guys talk because I don't edit this show.
Wait, so I'm surprised because Nicole, I'm curious.
Sorry, I don't want this bug to get on me.
I know, but I also have to do this podcast. Wait.
Ew,
So, like, what was the difference between like a
not
good bad movie and like this is just like unwatchable bad? Because admittedly, this is not a good movie in any way. Like the plot is
because I
right there.
didn't like any of the characters.
That's not even like
Norman Smiley?
Ah!
we didn't see like any characters. The only characters we really got to know are Luster, the villain, Lastre, and La Rosa. Those are like
Yeah.
really the
Yeah.
only two we
Pet?
and Pet kind of. But what do we know about Pet other than he's the pet?
And that
And
wino?
can drive.
Yeah.
We learn more about the wino than we do about actual Vampiro. Like I
Yeah.
feel like I think that's a very fair criticism.
I swear he shouts this movie out, unless he was just referred to as in Mexico as Vampiro, Warrior of Darkness. He says that in a Twisted song.
I'm trying to think. I don't know. I'm also like not as familiar with Mexican wrestling as I should be, especially like this 90s era. But like I wouldn't be surprised if at some point I know Gangrel was in Puerto Rico was called Vampire Warrior a couple of times.
Okay.
Obviously Mexico and Puerto Rico are two very different territories. But like, yeah, I'm sure at some point someone was like, Vampiro, the dude who fights the moon, and like a bunch of those like similar sounding nicknames.
Nicole and Sean, if you could go back in time and be a wrestler in this lucha libre style, would you just be getting so much tail backstage? Nicole, Sean?
What?
Would you be scissoring women backstage, just like you scissor women in the
No.
ring?
You don't scissor. Well, you could. No, that's not true.
Backstage is unsanitary.
No, you have sanitary napkins. This is lucha libre. They will give you wet wipes.
Okay. Can I just jerk off into the sanitary napkins?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Damn, that's like it resolves itself immediately.
Yeah, no muss, no fuss.
You don't need to fold it in on itself. It just dissolves in the sanitation.
No, I don't need to form a human connection with a sexual partner. I can just do it all on my lonesome, baby.
You could use the wet wipe as a lubricant.
Yeah, and then I'll never have to talk to anyone ever again.
But hopefully you didn't just
because
shave
no
down
one
there.
will want to talk to you.
Yeah. Like a woman.
is true.
You
Listen.
know how, eventually, like if you did do that and you did start hooking up with some women, it would go around the locker room and like around the fandom, like, he's got a nice dick, but it smells like too clean.
Yo, that's actually the best thing I could have going for me.
No, because then it
You know
might.
how many stinky dicks there are out there?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
what if
you don't
it's-
want to stink dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't want it to smell like a diaper.
I would rather have a if the criticism is his dick smells a little too clean, that's great.
Nicole,
Yeah.
you hate the smell of hospitals. What if my dick smelled like a hospital?
I wouldn't be smelling your dick.
Yes, you are around my penis.
You are the person in this room most likely to smell James's dick.
You have technically smelled my penis before. I've been like, that's the aroma of James.
When they wrote that song, Let Me Smell Yo Dick,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was written about you and James.
Yeah, dude. But not in like a cheating way. They added that part. They were
Yeah.
like, oh, hey, let me smell it. Make sure it's okay.
Yeah, then they like look at the song like this is too wholesome and too sweet. We gotta add some layers to it to make it a little sketchy. Even though the original version of this song, which is written about Nicole smelling James's dick, is just a very wholesome,
Yeah.
sweet love song
It's
with little dramatic tension.
It's just like a friend
I
making
feel like
sure.
it would have to be switched out with something else, like a would you rather with something that like you already do,
Wait. What would?
like a quirk.
No. What would have to be switched out? Like, what's the first would you rather? Would you rather smell my dick, or is that what we're going for?
Would you rather have your dick
Smell like a hospital.
clean?
Okay. Or, like, have just like would you rather have a hospital sanitized dick all the time, or like a musky, sweaty, stinky dick, but it like works and it's hefty?
Wait, so the hospital
You
dick
just
doesn't work?
Did not.
No, but
Okay.
what I'm saying
Okay,
is,
wait, I got one. Ready?
never premature ejacts.
Oh, no, wait. Yeah, no, this is very good. What about this? Would you rather James has a hospital smelling dick, or
Hospital smelling anus.
all of James's yogi toys come to life and they're mad? Like it's like they're like this is not.
No, I'm saying like, would you rather
But that's a good would you rather though.
him
I
be
guess.
like
mad.
as he is, or like have his dick smell clean, but
Okay.
he doesn't eat everything with utensils
Oh
anymore.
no. Ugh.
Like you'd be fine with it.
Oh, gross. I'd never want to be fine with that. People who eat with their hands are the enemy. I'm going to be honest. No, thank you. Get him out of
is
here.
Never gonna wash his dick again for fear of misplacing his forks now.
I have a clean dick, just so everyone knows. I have a clean everything. Obviously, I do. I don't eat with my hands because that's gross and disgusting. But when your dick, Sean, you probably, I think all men know this. Like, the natural smell of your dick doesn't smell like it smells kind of nice.
It smells like a dick.
Okay, well, I enjoy that smell.
Okay.
It's got a good kick to it.
I mean, it's one of those.
And a good lick to it, too.
It's honestly one of those things.
Nicole? Hold on. Why do you think that's so funny when I do that? Why? It's gotten you like within the last 3 weeks, 3 times on separate podcasts. But what were you saying, Sean?
Wait, no, Nicole has to answer the question. Why is that so funny? Do it one more time.
Let him.
Hold on, yeah, this is the thread we need to unravel.
Not my stinky or clean dick.
Why?
Why? That's what we're asking.
Because it just is.
Okay, that's fair.
It's like I'm Yoshi,
Why
but
isn't
I got a
it
little
funny
tongue.
to you?
Yeah, I'm a little tongued Yoshi.
Little tongue Yoshi is something. There's something there.
What if would you rather I have like a sterile like hospital dick or a tongue like Yoshi that has like a fat ball on it,
Ew.
but it's as long as my tongue?
Now,
My
when you
current
say,
tongue.
Now, when you say a fat ball.
Yoshi has like that ball on the tip of his tongue.
Okay, sure.
Like a frog.
Yeah.
Or like one of those slap things that you get out of the like a vending machine.
Sticky hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely not that.
Oh, but it's like that exactly. That's what Mr.
A
Miyamoto.
sterile dick.
That was
Okay.
That was Mr. Miyamoto's original vision. Was he has a tiny tongue and a big stinky ball at the end of it.
Yeah.
What?
Smells like eggs and apples.
Mr. Miyamoto, you need to go to bed. It is getting ridiculous.
Nicole, every time like I walk past you naked, you get the whiff and it reminds you of when your spine was ripped out of you. Because that's hospital smell.
Yeah.
Because that's why you don't like hospitals, right? Like in that
Sure.
Because
that-
because in a hospital you once battled Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat 1.
Yeah.
And you lost and
Oh, no, she half lost. Like she was able to wiggle out of it, so he only got half her spine.
Oh, okay.
Like Smiley himself.
Like Norman Smiley, the original winner of the Mortal Kombat tournament on Shang Tsung's island.
Stop that, Nicole.
The original Wiggler.
The original Wiggler, Black
Whoa.
Magic, Norman Mutta Wigglin' Smiley.
Speaking of Miyamoto-san, don't wake the wiggle.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
yeah.
It's a Mario enemy, and on Mario Party, Super Mario Party, you you have to rub it, and it will start getting angry.
Isn't
and-
isn't Wiggler one of the more penis-shaped enemies in Mario?
No, it's a caterpillar.
One of the more
But it's
penis-shaped
segmented.
enemies.
It's
I
like
guess if your penis looks like anal beads.
yeah. It would be like if you cut off a bunch of Yoshi tongue tips and smushed them together.
I'm not
A
saying
bunch of stinky balls in a line.
Smelling of egg and apple.
Wiggler is not the most penis-shaped of the Mario enemies, but he's probably in the top 5.
Yeah, the most is Luigi's cock. That's the enemy, baby. Oh no, the enemy of ghosts, that vacuum cleaner he's got.
I was gonna say Goomba's actually probably number
yeah,
1.
Goombas.
Yeah.
The
Oh.
fuck is wrong with you?
Damn. Well,
What the fuck is wrong with you?
they just look like chodes, and I don't count chodes as real penises. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
I'm a size king, guys.
This is why your dick stinks.
No, it doesn't.
This
Sean, here.
is why your dick sings.
Hold on.
Yeah, James, let me smell yo. Don't act. Nope. I'm not.
Are you putting your dick on the microphone? Dude, you're gonna fall and hurt yourself.
Yeah, what is this going to accomplish?
I was trying to get the zipper noise in there so it sounds like I'm unzipping, and then you go, whoa, that dick smells like sweet onions.
I might have yes and the bit if I didn't see James stand up immediately. And I was terrified. I was immediately like, nope.
I whip out my dick, and that's what you do, Sean. You go, "Malalum."
Nope. With my fucking tiny tongue and your stinky ass dick, I don't think so. But yeah, But back on the movie.
Yeah, let's go back to the movie.
Yeah, no, it's like
It's
part of it.
wild.
Part of the reason I enjoyed it is because I do know, and we saw him like for like 2 seconds. I know who King Haku is.
Yeah.
I know who Ultimo Dragon is. So I was like, oh man, I get to see Ultimo Dragon like not really do anything in this movie. Mm-hmm. And like one of the fun things about like movies like this, I feel like should be the characters. And Lustre, I think, was a fun villain.
Lastre,
excuse me.
Yeah.
I think was a fun villain. I think he's very goofy the entire time. He's never taken very seriously. And
he straight up farts and rips ass.
like
And he says after, like, he's trying to like blow something up, and like before he can shoot, he rips ass. You hear it; it's on his face, and then he says, "What one has to endure to achieve greatness."
But even for a movie like this, which we're not looking for much plot, right?
No,
This even for like. There is a distinct lack of plot even for this genre of film.
I would say it's not a lack of plot; it's a lack of explanation of the plot.
I guess, yeah, because they kind of the real main character is not Vampiro. Spoiler alert! It is
Pet.
It is Pet and La Rosa. Like they really focus a lot on her, and she has a lot of backstory that we really don't ever get to.
She's an alien.
That's all we know about her, really, is that she's an alien and she's here to. She wasn't sent to stop Lastra.
I think she was because she felt the presence of nitron weapons, which do we find out who Nitron is?
No.
Then I'm guessing he is of the universe and not of Earth. And maybe like nitron weapons landed there somehow with that glove to. I wish it was that man made it to block out his hand eyeball.
Yeah, we never understand what the hand eyeball is. Why does Lastre know what nitron weapons are?
Mm-hmm. Well, how does that one wino know? Oh, I'm going to pick up this glove and point it at something like I'm Iron Man and make explosions.
I mean, I get that because it's just like I don't know. I had my like that's not
okay. Sean,
there are so many other questions. Like, what is Pet? Who is Pet? Pet is an Ewok, by the way, essentially.
An Ewok mixed with an elephant, I would describe him.
Yes, those ears, though.
Uh-huh. And he kind of has a snozzle.
We have no idea how Rosa and Pet met. Why Pet's allowed to hang out backstage at CMLL, and everyone was like real chill about it.
Also, just let him talk. You don't make him go bleep, bloop, bleep, 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 bloop, bloop. Like, let him, like, get someone's making those bleep bloop noises. It's not like of a computer. Just have him be a human voice.
I feel like they've done that. I feel like that's a pretty common trope.
Well, get it out of here.
I like it.
No.
It's cute.
Of course you like it.
Because they could have made those sounds, I think, as far as like saving graces for the film. I called it a film. Cinema.
It is.
I think those noises were pleasant for me, at least. I did not mind the Pet noises. I thought Pet had fun to listen to noises.
It's just like very lazy in the sense of like bleep bloop 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 beep. Yeah, you're right, Pet. And it's like, okay, but what did Pet say? Or subtitle it for us.
Are you just mad? Every time you see R2D2 come on screen, do you just start like screaming, what is he saying?
Okay, at
What's
least
going on here?
Because C-3PO then translates it for us.
Which La Rosa does, but the script just isn't
Not
very clean.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, how many Star Wars have you seen, Nicole?
Why are you attacking me all of a sudden?
Exactly.
Well, yeah, the difference between C-3PO and La Rosa, and then R2D2
I
and
was
Pet.
agreeing with you.
Oh, it sounded like you were
Jesus.
disagreeing with me.
The difference is that, like, it's not just that Star Wars is a better script, it's that Star Wars is a better because this is one of those things where we can't even judge the script because we saw the dub version.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to. So it's like a bad script then being passed through a worse script so we can get this English dub.
We do have friends who speak Spanish, so we should have them come over and watch the dub as well as the Spanish version, just to see like, okay, or I guess just translate it in real time. Let us know.
Or just, yeah, if we can just get like the original dialogue with subtitles, I think would help.
but I tried finding either
exist.
any of them on video to purchase tangible. You cannot find it. It's easier to find the remaster of Trancers 4, which Nicole, I found out they released a remaster of 4 and 5 so I can finally watch them.
God.
They don't look like terrible pieces of shit. From the film negatives, Nicole.
The film negatives,
Cool.
Nicole.
For the first time in Glorious HD.
The first time in Glorious HD, Nicole.
It's 40% off on the Full Moon feature website right now if you want to pick
40%
me
off
up
on the Full Moon half
Christmas.
off website.
I don't.
Christmas.
Why not?
Because I don't like Trancers.
God.
Is Trancers the movie where the head blows up?
garbage
No.
in my house.
That's Scanners.
Wait, Nicole, who is this character?
I don't know.
You're a typical mom from 1997.
Yeah.
Aw,
Thanks.
Those mom. You know who they were probably trying to get Mang out of the house, and I gotta say, don't worry about it, Mom. Mang is in this movie, aka Haku. Can I talk? Do we have time to talk about? Like, it's a really weird year for this performer.
I would know.
Okay.
If we had time, we have time to talk about his year. We don't have time for you to talk about his year.
I'm a guest. Fuck
you know, but you're like,
Sean, come in this podcast. Take an hour and 45 minutes, which should be an hour-long fucking trip to get to
okay.
my house, watch this shit-ass movie, and then shut the
Okay.
fuck up.
I believe you mean
sir,
shit-ass
are
film.
No wiggler. You have no wiggle in you.
oi, oi, mate, you cunts, I'm a wiggle.
All right, I forgive you. But no, like real quick, it's just a weird
Okay.
year.
Go for it.
I was like, the room got silent, and then no one picked up a next train of thoughts. I'm like, all right, fuck it. This is a podcast. Someone should be talking. But so famous wrestler in the WWF, Haku, one of their bigger like villain guys, ends up going to Japan to join SWS, which we're not going to get into because it's a whole nother fascinating story. But it was a new company in Japan that had a working relationship with WWF. Folds very quickly. So Haku's kind of like a fuck America. I'm going to Japan. I'm working for this company, and I don't have a job anymore.
Ooh, they G4'd it, baby.
They pretty much he got the old Kevin from G4 style, and he ends up. This is his 1 year. I think it's only 1 year, or like a year and a half, where he wrestles in Mexico with CMLL, and like this, and it's just so wild. And then he goes, and then after that, from 93, 94 until 2000, until WCW closes, he's a WCW guy.
Ooh.
So it's just this one really odd year of Haku in between companies and still getting billed as King Haku, which was a reference to like the King of the Ring, WWF. It's so, and all we see is his ass. He is billed in the movie. He's in the opening credits. I think all we see is his ass on the apron waiting for a tag.
Oh, is he the one with the vibrant?
He is the one with the
Tights.
vibrant tights.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Nicole, how did you feel about Haku's tights? Because you didn't like the movie, so I'm trying to find things you might
They're
like.
fine.
That is a plus for me.
Okay, my other issue is that I just didn't know what the fuck was going on half
Neither
the time.
did we.
Yeah, neither did we. We're
So
even
it's like it's not even like okay, the characters suck, but I just want to see what happens. But no, like I didn't, because I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
yeah, it was one of those when they made Lastre like a humorous villain, you could kind of tell it was a choice to like not back up anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's not explain him. Let's not explain what's going on. Like, we'll play it like moment to moment, pop to pop, and there aren't enough strong moments. I think it's worth watching on the how did this get made level of like, this is so wild, but like but also like going in ahead of time, this is impossible to follow. It's not really a Vampiro movie. He's barely in it.
Which, learning that not only, like in this, of course, he's dubbed by another actor, but in the original movie, he is dubbed by another Mexican actor, meaning he was not good. And we posited maybe they shot more with Vampiro, but it's only 74 minutes long because...
Oh, and that's why it doesn't make sense either.
Yeah, that could also be that.
Yeah.
And he just was a bad actor. And they're like, we cannot use any of this.
Yeah.
Even some of this, like the bedroom scene should have been like, there should have been like some sexual tension, but it looked like he was on Quaaludes. Just like, I don't know what's going on. And they're like, oh, pish posh. This movie, I think, rocks, but for none of the reasons you want a movie to rock.
No, to me, this was a great, like, how did this choice happen kind of movie. But like, yeah, there's not a lot outside of that, outside of like watching it with your friends to like kind of have a fun, goofy time. There's not a lot here.
I mean, there's a lot of like jack off fodder.
There's a lot of like, no, Gloria Mayo kills it. The actor playing La Rosa.
Also, Vampiro's hot.
Vampiro's hot as hell.
And
This is
Lastra
prime.
and Pet. Oh my God.
Absolutely. There is a
James.
I want to Navi that ponytail on the back of Lastre.
He's fun. I think he makes some fun choices.
If this were made in 1998, this would feel like taking shots at Paul Heyman.
Yeah. Yeah.
This
leather
dude-
duster.
Yeah.
Ponytail.
Uh-huh.
Creepy.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't pay any of his hench people.
Turns them into mannequins.
A lot of bounce checks.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Talk to Tommy Dreamer. I gotta go to WWF. Bye.
Also, they had such a positive thing early on in the movie of like, yes, this is the type of shit I want to see. Vampiro's trying to get out of this room that he was trapped in after being kidnapped for why we don't know. The synopsis says because it's Vampiro's the only one who can stop this plan from happening, but that is not the case at all. No. The henchwomen are so repulsed by Lastre that he's like,
yeah, he looks like Paul Heyman.
yeah, and but at least Paul Heyman like is good on the mic.
Lastre can cut a promo.
In between shitting himself.
If Paul Heyman walks in the ring like, ladies and gentlemen, my client, the tribal chief, Roman.
Oh, Reigns.
He doesn't even get it. No, it's like a 5-minute fart of him just like waiting to get it out.
Like that.
Then he waits then he waits like 5 seconds, just says, Reigns.
That one dude. He talks to you. He's from Buffalo.
What?
Joe Pera. You've seen that
yeah,
bit?
okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
The Bills bit. Yeah.
Yeah. That ends with a too long fart. Clearly, someone was pulling a prank on him.
Joe Pera is fucking great.
But shit. What were
we're
we
talking about Lastra a lot, which is like because like all we can really talk.
Oh yes. So like
the rats. Sorry.
Yes. Okay. So like he's walking out and like a real rat falls, or maybe a big mouse falls onto his braids, and he's like, oh, get it out. And it looks like he's repulsed by it, but then he puts it on his shoulder, and I was like, he's getting ratatouille'd, but he doesn't. Like it just is never brought up again. And it would have been funny if he was like constantly like going into his like leather jacket pocket and like talking to this rat, but it doesn't, and it's a missed opportunity.
And I'm really curious what was going on because like Vampiro is no Roddy Piper.
No.
As far as wrestlers who can act go, Roddy Piper's in the top 3 if he's not number 1. Rock has made more money, Cena has made more money, but Piper is a little more like, oh yeah, he did They Live, and he's been an actor.
Nicole
he can
will
carry
disagree with you because
Not a fan of They Live?
No, of Hell Comes to Frogtown.
Well, no, yeah. For every They Live, there's going to be a Hell Comes to
movie was
Frogtown.
fucking terrible.
I have not seen it yet, and I need to because I love Roddy Piper.
It's also just gross.
Yeah, it's just-
disgusting.
I've heard nothing good about it.
It's like the women in this universe only exist to fuck this dude and have babies. And it's
yeah.
It was
fucking
too
gross.
realistic. Okay.
Yeah, because that's what Roddy Piper was here to lay that piper. Ayo.
But like, all to say, Vampiro probably can't really deliver lines. But that scene with the tunnel, I thought was fucking perfect.
Yeah.
If they had if you cast a wrestler and you just have them be a physical force, because the one thing they know how to do is create a picture with their body.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Oh my God. And they could have made the rat like got shot by a beam or something when they were escaping. And then the rat talks for Vampiro, so he doesn't need to speak a goddamn word.
That would have been great. It's his pet, and instead of like, it's the opposite of pet. It's the inverse.
Yeah.
Where no one can understand Vampiro because I'm sure he just mumbled his dialogue, and then the rat has to translate for us. But if we get more moments like that, that would have been awesome.
Yeah.
We didn't, though.
Around this time, it's so, it's very well lit. Like, the lighting is so good on it. And as I've said before, if you're trying to create a different kind of world that isn't ours, the easiest way to do that is just by using non-conventional lighting. Like the white lights that you normally see, use like blues, purples, whatever, pinks. But at this time, Lastre is being a crazy maniac. I wrote down, Los Luchadores makes even more sense now. That TV show, I'm like, no, if this is the shit they're trying to go for, this makes sense.
Yeah.
Like if their reference for luchadors isn't the wrestling itself, it's like Santos movies and movies in this vein. Yeah, Los Luchadores is a perfect representation of lucha.
And that's it. Like, we do get, yeah.
God, I really want to rewatch Los Luchadores.
Yeah. You I'm sure you do.
Guys, we're not doing Spider-Man anymore. We're doing Los Luchadores again.
You.
Oh, man. Spider-Man's a great luchador.
Some of my favorite lines from that dude was, oh, that's smart. And this woman I must woo, as he's looking on a TV screen. And that's, I felt seen right there because that's what I said about Nicole.
Yeah. You said that while we were watching it, too. Got the same reaction as it did just now.
Yeah. Nicole loves me, okay?
Nah, it's true.
Or maybe she doesn't.
True.
She said it's true.
All right, good.
And Nicole can't lie. She has George Washington disease.
No, she has Jim Carrey disease.
What?
Being very unfunny these days.
Whoa!
Heating on that fucker.
Wow.
What do you mean on me, you fuck?
No, oh, yeah, sorry.
Did you, in your quest to burn Jim
Because I was
Carrey?
calling her, she can't lie.
Yeah, no. You started with a liar reference, and then in your quest to burn Jim Carrey, you also hurt everyone you loved.
Here's why I don't like Jim Carrey these days. There is an on red carpet event of
fashion show?
Sonic
Oh, okay.
where Hacker T Dog, a puppet, is interviewing the cast and producers of Sonic the Hedgehog. And they should have, I know, like, because, we want to put Jim Carrey at the end because he's the bigger star. They should have put him at the first, then the producer who also does a bad job, and then put Ben Schwartz at the last. Because that dude knows how to improvise and understands the game. He's like, oh, I know what is going on. This is a dog. I am going to treat this individual as a talking dog, not like a real dog. Like Jim Carrey's like scratching under his ears and being like, just like treating him as a dog instead of a talking dog who can improvise.
Yeah.
He rubs me the wrong way and he's like, look at my paintings. I'm so important. Shut up.
I'll fuck with Jim Carrey still.
Nah.
All right.
He's decent at Robotnik, but his brush strokes give me a rushed stroke.
You know what I liked about this movie?
My face starts
was that
What's up, Nicole?
dude, I don't know.
What you loved about this movie? What was
I feel like the women weren't like stereotyped or like put in the like cliche boxes.
Yeah.
Because the main, what's her name?
La Rosa.
La Rosa just like kicks ass.
Yeah.
And fucking just like you think Vampiro is supposed to be the hero, but it's actually her. And she like saves everyone. It's fucking awesome.
She has a match at one point too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it looked pretty good. Like,
Yeah.
as far as like, I don't know if that was the actor and she learned how to go, or if like they probably they put someone else in her mask, but looked great.
That would be disrespecting the lucha libre traditions
No, it wouldn't.
of just, it's a new person in a mask. What are they? MF Doom?
They do that literally all the time. We're watching Lucha Underground. They do that with Masquerada Sangrada.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, that's not the original. I think that's the Masquerada Sangrada the 4th or something.
Yeah, but that's passed down. It's not like just for one episode, just throw someone else in a mask. That's a disrespect. Who are they? MF Doom?
You leave MF Doom alone. Rest in peace, you beautiful, beautiful wordsmith.
But what about the other two women? I felt like they weren't in a box.
It's like a role reversal, that they're the gross, horny
Yeah.
characters.
The lecherous old man, the old
Yeah.
pantalones, but there's two like hot chicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it feels like he should be gross towards them, but he's like, I'm going to give you a man for you guys to be gross too.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make sense. Like, what is their purpose there then?
I mean, if it's a way, you know what? I take back before. This guy is better than Paul Heyman because he does pay his workers. Admittedly,
In flesh.
yeah, he pays them in hunk. He pays them in
yeah.
hunky Vampiro.
Damn.
But it's still more than Paul Heyman in like late stage ECW. So
Hold on.
respectfully, well done, Lastra.
I got to do a voice memo. Voice memo. James, pay Lil Corey Patreon in hunk.
That is, but
You're canceled. I didn't think that would get a laugh at all.
I just thought you were ignoring us, so I think like you could have really said anything and we would have laughed.
it was very good. But it's also a very good point. I like that point where it didn't.
Yeah.
Like it's a shame that like that Vampiro for whatever reason like wasn't this like they couldn't really build this movie off of him and they cut so much that the movie didn't really feel like a movie.
We don't know. That's just speculation.
We don't know, speculation, yeah. But you kind of have to because they also like okay, but I'm gonna finish my thought before I get to that. But the good thing is that it let Gloria Mayo absolutely steal this. She crushed.
Yeah.
And the reason I lean on that speculation is because there are, for what could have been a very simple movie, it's very complicated. There
Yeah.
are a lot of rules and a lot of things in this world that we don't they never have the time to get into. Assuming because they cut the parts where they did or something, or they were filling time.
I feel that especially with the that group of wrestlers.
Yeah.
Where we're like, who the fuck are these people?
Did you write his name down?
I did not.
I
It was like
have it
Petro
somewhere.
or something.
Yeah, let me grab it real quick.
But I think what you were about to say is it doesn't make what's up?
Did you hear that?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
it's
okay.
the
Oh.
automatic feeder.
Yeah, it's their cat feeder. It's Nicole singing to them.
I was so concerned.
I did get scared. I was like, all
We're
the windows are
haunted.
closed.
Haunted.
Yeah, it like that straight up sounds like, oh, I'm a killer, but I'm a fun killer. I'll make sure I sing when I break into your home.
Whoa,
Yeah,
Nicole's
yeah, yeah.
leprechaun.
And Nicole, are you the leprechaun?
That's appropriation.
wow.
Sorry.
How
of
you-
your heritage.
How dare y'all?
I think what you were gonna say is like it. At the end, Vampiro disappears in this final fight scene.
Yeah.
and it seems like there was something cut from that.
Yes.
Yeah, because the last thing we see is him like climbing a rope, and then bye,
Yeah.
and then La Rosa takes care of the villain.
Yeah, saves the fucking day, and then he just shows up like, we did a good job. And I'm like, excuse you, sir?
I shot one flaming arrow and that's it.
Yeah.
Caught a red on my shoulder. Now I'm his dad. Thanks, fam.
Also, like that, when she shoots that last stray and he just like a dummy falls so hard that it's supposed to fall in the middle of this like vat.
Yeah.
But it like hits the edge of the vat and it looks so much more brutal than it should.
I know me and James jumped, because I was sitting next to James. I don't know, Nicole, how you felt about that, but
I didn't catch it.
okay. I was so invested in the story, which was so clear and easy to follow. I was like, and it's so clearly a mannequin falling. Like, there's nothing, but the way it just hits, I was like, oh no. I Hope that mannequin's okay.
Also, they were using all of the public domain screams in this scene.
They used the Wilhelm twice in a row.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, which was that's bold.
The second one they try to mask by using overdubbing it with another public domain scream to be like, this is new now. It's like sampling and shit, you know?
But it wasn't. Pierre Roth Jr.
Okay.
Which is a great mask. I also love how this dude, he's clearly meant to be like the rival to Vampiro, and maybe he is. Again, I'm not super up on my early 90s CMLL. Every time he's like rivaling Vampiro, he's not booked. He just shows up in the crowd, full gear, like ready to perform, like, oh, they didn't have anything for me.
Yeah.
Hey, Vampiro, I fucking hate you still. You wanna punch me so I can get paid for showing up in full gear?
Sean, don't make that motion because technically it's jumping to Nicole's
Hi.
microphone, so you're bleeding more into there.
Thank you.
You don't need to cup your hands to... the audience doesn't see that.
I know I'm performing.
Ooh.
But it's, you know...
You can hear a smile, then you can hear a half-cup mouth.
It's for himself, you know?
To get into the character.
Yeah.
If we can hear the role of Pierre, this fucking jabroni who is never hired, he's never on the
Just
card.
has nothing else better to do.
Except that his last match, he is in that 6-man match.
He's booked in the last match. He is the team captain along is Negro Casas and Black Magic, fucking Norman Smiley, baby.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Wiggle. I love him. He's the cleanest body slam in the world.
Some of my last notes, like dialogue this man said last stray. He goes, he's talking to La Rosa, and after capturing her, and he says, I'm not going to kill you. I have a party planned for you. Then he licks his fingers and goes, yeah.
We haven't talked about the interstitials of Lostra yet. How like
What do you mean?
like he does. I compared it to like very Speed Racer style.
Oh,
yeah.
where like every other line ends with ah. Oh.
Speaking of, oh wait, no, that's actually an intended because Vampiro walks in just like casually. He's like, hey man, get the fuck out of here. And then Lastre goes, we can talk this out. And then Vampiro just cold cocks him and he goes,
Which like but goes like that's I don't know. If you know you're not grabbing an actor, you're grabbing a wrestler. Like that's how you should book him. Don't make the plot so heavy that he needs to exposit. Speculation. But I'm assuming that might have been the original script where there was a lot of exposition. Because again, they try to cram in a lot of plot.
yeah.
And it's like, don't have someone else do that. Let Vampiro just show up
A talking
being
rat.
Vampiro. Yeah. Like honestly, if Vampiro had 2 lines, but he was in the movie a bunch, just like catching rats on his shoulder and punching out Lostra, that would be a great move. Like that's the movie I wanted.
Let him play Pet.
Yeah.
Oh,
honestly,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kind of.
Yeah, there's no Pet, or like Pet is kind of like a C-3PO R2-D2 type to the Leia and Luke. Do that.
Yeah.
Or like, I don't know why La Rosa's had to be an alien. Because I feel like it's cool that you wanted to have like an extraterrestrial sort of character, but you're bogging yourself down.
Yeah, also,
I think it's just to explain her powers.
and just immediately we are shown in the first scene Pet running through a hallway. It's never explained until like far into the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I love it. That opening scene was very reminiscent and gave me the feels. Maybe it's because they're in like a stadium and there's fights going on. The opening scene of Snake Eyes, that one take shot.
I have not seen this movie.
Oh, dude, Snake Eyes rips.
Okay.
Nick Cage, Brian De Palma, chef kiss.
Oh, I thought you meant. I was thinking of the G.I. Joe.
No.
Okay. Very different.
No, it's a movie about a mystery that happens during a boxing fight.
Yeah. And speaking of batshit stuff, like in a one take shot, they're using guns that they clearly got from a dollar store, like they're toy guns. And in one, it seems like Lastre takes this to one of the that rando wrestler's goons, and he's like,
goons, yeah.
take this, and it seems like it's just like making him seize. But he falls on the ground. We see Lastre start walking. Then it zooms to this man on the ground, fully engulfed in flames. And
fire.
I wrote down,
Oh, yeah.
Chikaro became charcoal because he burnt just his flesh, bones, and guts burn up. His clothing does not. We see just a bunch of like random flames around his full clothing.
Unfolded. So that's how you know something bad happened.
Mm-hmm.
War of the World style.
Or the world's style.
We also get Lastre saying, I'm going to I summed up this first part, but the last part is fully what he says. I'm going to make masses choke on their own lungs. Do you think I'm cool now?
That was very good.
And then like the two women that were supposed to be like doming Vampiro for all of eternity, they like accidentally let him out. They find Pet and they're like, oh, we can just use Pet to say like, oh, he's the reason why Vampiro's out. Lastre sees right through that and then says, I'm done with you, and then freezes them. And then in the next scene, they're just straight up mannequins.
Which is what he said he did.
Yeah.
You know, in storyline. It is interesting that they actually use mannequins instead of the actors.
Mm-hmm. Nicole, next time we do a Comic-Con event with Chuckload of Comics, this is what we do. You cosplay as La Rosa.
Yeah.
Me, I'm Pet.
No.
See if anyone gets it.
No one.
Nicole, you would look so good in like lucha stuff.
Thank
in lucha
you.
garb.
Can I tell you my least favorite part about this movie?
What's that?
So I've tricked James into watching wrestling with me.
You haven't tricked. I used to watch it.
I know. But my next goal was to trick Nicole into watching wrestling. Anytime. There's so much wrestling out there. It's it's like music. There's a genre for everyone. And I fear that this movie has ruined that opportunity. Nicole, have you been turned off professional wrestling even further due to this film?
No. I mean, you haven't told him
What?
that when we first moved to Chicago, we would just watch wrestling.
Oh, we would?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what were you
You
watching?
don't remember that?
I remember like watching clips.
No, we would watch the box set that you have.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Like Evening to Dismember and...
December to Dismember, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's the Ruckus from horrorcore fame. And One Night Stand, all of those. Oh, man,
Nicole.
One Night Stand.
Nicole, you gotta come on a Sweaty Times episode.
Uh-huh.
I don't know anything.
Neither do we.
Neither do I.
Yeah.
So, also...
But honestly, that if you ever go on wrestling Twitter, it fucking sucks. Because there's a lot of people who think they know everything, but like, no, you just been a fan for too long. And you've delved into that. Same thing like if you see someone who's like, oh, I fucking hate this new album by this new artist. And it's like, no, you kind of just got like, it is so much more interesting to hear someone who doesn't watch a lot of wrestling on their takes. Because like,
it's fresh.
we just you get so wrapped up in it that like, I don't give a fuck about Dave Meltzer and his 5-star review system. I'll kick that man in the taint.
Jim Cornette, how about you get fucked?
Thank you. Yes. Agreed.
But what was I gonna say, Nicole? Oh, I forgot to mention when I was like, oh, Nicole has Jim Carrey syndrome. She can't tell a lie. And I was gonna say, and she needs to say yes to everything. And then I was gonna be like, no, yeah, she says no to guesting on podcasts a lot.
Because I have healthy boundaries.
Ooh, I don't
either. I did an ICP podcast for nearly a year.
Oh, you want to know what's crazy? You did ICP, but not gonna do Hollywood heel turn.
Never. Fuck that shit.
I think Lil Corey and I.
Let go of it, Jake.
No, we're doing Hollywood
Let
heel
it
turn.
go.
I just want to watch something good.
Yeah, we watched something good today.
I'm curious. I don't actually know how I'm going with this. I know we don't have like a final like how did this get made style. Would you recommend this?
I would. Amazon Prime, it's on there right now.
Nicole, I feel like when
Pass.
Yeah, you're like a pretty hard no, right?
I think if you were a little zooted, you'd love it.
I don't think so.
No,
Again, like the characters, I don't really give a shit about any of them, and it's not even a situation where I want to see what happens because I don't even know what the fuck is going on.
I think I'm just a sucker for this kind of lighting. Like it looks sci-fi dystopian and it's bonkers.
Yeah, I know I felt Escape from Los Angeles, Escape from New York, John Carpenter. When it's like from the first shot, I was like immediately like, yo, where's Snake Plissken coming in?
This looks like Trancers as well.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So Helen Hunt, mad about you I am.
I'd rather watch Hack-O-Lantern 3 times.
Yeah, because it's fucking
before I
rips.
watch this movie.
You see, if it hadn't been for COVID, we would have done this movie last month, and we probably would have done Hack-O-Lantern this month.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'd rather watch Troll 2 3 times
Whoa.
before I watch this movie.
Troll 2 is
again.
a perfect movie though.
It is not.
Okay, Nicole, just because in the last year and a half I have watched Troll 2 a lot, so I think that's why Nicole's like, no more.
I would argue, I do think Troll 2 I would recommend Troll 2 before I recommended this movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because even...
But I've already recommended Troll 2, so hey, guys, guess what? I'm recommending this as well.
I'm really torn, where I'm like...
It's also
do I
74
like-
minutes, and skip through the opening credits. There's 4 minutes. This is a 70-minute film.
I think actually skip the rest of the movie and just watch the opening credits.
No.
Ha.
Like I'm torn because like I enjoyed it, but I was also just excited to see Haku. I was excited to see like Ultimo Dragon. But like look at like again, there's just so many pieces that like they don't do anything with. Like there are parts I think that are worth watching. La Rosa's Gloria Mayo kills it. Lastre kills it. The 2 henchwomen kill it. But the actual movie itself doesn't hold anything.
All right. This is the goal. We have getting Sale from the Impractical Jokers. That's our big guest quest for 2023 for Mostly Speaking Sentai. For Sweaty Time Professional Wrestling, it was going to be try and get Johnny Mundo. However,
He's like way too pop. Yeah. Have you seen that man abs? That dude is not cheap.
It was either going to be that or it's still, when's your birthday?
July.
Okay, July, fingers crossed I can
Just pay
get
for a cameo.
Colt Cabana, but that
Boom,
that's
boom.
but
Or
Vampiro.
Marty DeRosa we might be able to get too.
Vampiro.
I would love to talk to Vampiro.
About this movie.
He doesn't talk about this movie though.
Well, one commenter on IMDb said that. So
Vampiro. I don't know. I'm afraid of Vampiro in general because he is a vampire, and
Yeah.
I famously have too much blood.
yeah, he will also
I just
just
got too much blood.
take so many. Like if he sees a duffel bag of ours, we're done for. It's full of shit.
We started that as an inside joke on Sweaty Times. There's no like real thing behind. That's not a Vampiro thing. And I feel bad for spreading that rumor now.
Oh no, he's gonna take a shit in all of our bags.
Now, as long as we don't Malcolm Chavo, that son of a bitch, he betrayed the entire country of Mexico. Chavo Guerrero, how could you?
Damn it!
Specifically, Chavo Guerrero in Lucha Underground. I want to be
I
clear.
don't even think he's Lucha. He's from Texas, okay?
Yeah, thank you, Matt Stryker, you Queens-bound bitch. Matt Stryker can suck an egg.
Oh,
Yeah, I think-
and apples. Then he's be like Yoshi.
I think I'd recommend parts of this movie. I recommend the skip around. I think this is a very easy movie to. If you're not feeling a section, you feel free to fast forward it.
Guys, just watch it all.
Yeah, you're on like the watch it all. Nicole's like on the whole skip.
Get high and watch this movie.
Feel free to skip around if you're me, and then if you're Nicole,
Just don't.
yeah, fair.
Get that skeins lubed and pop this on.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I do like that we all each had like a different takeaway on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we're like Mama Bear, Papa Bear, Baby Bear. I'm
We're
the
a-
little baby.
We
Because
just
my
made it.
opinion's just right.
Boo.
Well, any more about this movie?
No, I'd say your opinion's too hot.
Okay, wait, hold on.
It's a hot take.
Guys, starting in 5 seconds, repent in under 2 minutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You won't be able to do it.
Don't tell me what to do.
I'm sorry.
Because this dude was like, oh, you don't have time to repent. 2 minutes to go.
I know. I did it with 2 words.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think I killed the assignment, and I've done a real good job.
Understood the assignment and destroyed it.
Pretty much, dude. I fucking like the girl with the top hat a lot.
Oh, yeah.
She was, yeah. Yeah. I
It's
do.
very 80s.
Yeah, Stevie Nicks mixed with
Yeah.
Prince.
I was gonna say.
No, Cyndi Lauper.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Yeah, rock and wrestling connection.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the DC heroes,
Zatanna.
Zatanna.
Oh,
thank
that
you.
too.
A little bit of that. That might just be the first place I go to when I
Yeah.
see a woman in a top hat, though. Also,
I think of Nicola that time I saw her in a top hat.
cute.
She's never worn a top hat.
What?
I think of the Rule 63 of Michigan J. Frog.
Fuck.
Yahoo!
Oh man, as far as fuckable frogs go, top of the list for certain.
Remember when he burst from the chest and he was like, hello, my darling.
From Spaceballs. Hell yeah.
Hello at supper time. Because
Not
when there's pizza
again.
on a bagel, you can flick nipples anytime. Frogs have nipples.
If you were to take the nipples out of any actor in this film, whose nipples do you think you'd want to basically trade? Like you're trading nipples.
Well, we saw La Rosa's through her tights when she was laying down in the
What was
when
that?
she did. What did I say?
No, I just agreeing with you. La Rosa has great nipples.
Oh, I thought I might have said Omarosa.
Nope.
Okay.
Now-
Omarosa's always on my mind. I love season 1 of The Apprentice.
You know what? Can I say out of all your
Okay.
covers, recovering Georgia on my mind to Omarosa on my mind, that was a weird choice, but I loved it. I'll listen to it every day.
What?
You know that there's a song Georgia on my mind.
No.
Oh, it's a very famous song.
Oh, I don't know. I got Georgia on my mind. You can have pizza anytime. I'm trying to eat, guys.
City of Pizza.
Yeah. Ooh, girl, gimme that za. Ha 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 ha. Scrum nom nah.
My ex is my homie.
No, get it out of
What?
here.
Huh?
One last thing. I hope no billionaire capitalist watch this movie because the phrase "eat a pill to be able to breathe" is something I don't want them to get in their dog.
Oh no.
Their doggin is what I meant to say.
Agree, but do you think I'm cool?
Yeah, you're the coolest, baby.
Do you think? Like that's the hard thing about it. The movie's all moments, but it really doesn't add up. I think the moments are actually really fun. As like a fun trash movie watching. The moments are really fun. And to say and it's weird because movies like this are the joy isn't that they add up. Like nobody's watching Troll 2 because all the moments add up. But I think this does such a bad job of that.
The best way to watch this is to see it skewered by comedians on I Love the 90s. Well, I was originally going to say skewered by Joel McHale on The Ease the Soup, but he does the reality. No, this is reality, guys.
Yeah.
This happened. This is Mexico.
I think he also follows Ben Shapiro on Twitter now.
Uh-oh.
I was like, oh.
Maybe they're old comedy buddies. Didn't Ben Shapiro do comedy?
I don't care. Comedy sucks.
Maybe it's just to know your enemy.
Do you know your enemy?
Dude, Ben Shapiro would get noogied hard by Joel McHale.
Yo, Vampiro would kick the shit out of Ben Shapiro.
He'd noogie them both. Like
Because it rhymes.
he'd
Does.
Vampiro Shapiro.
I would be so upset if it turned out Ben Shapiro was Vampiro this whole time.
What Vampiro could
No,
do
he's
this?
Lost Stray.
Arm or what's headlock? Both in each arm, and then push them together to noogie them with their own heads.
Whoa.
And Joel McHale would be like, my perfectly spikied hair.
And then fucking La Rosas is above him with like a can of Faygo, and she does 2 bottles of Faygo. She stone colds them together and drips it and like pours it down. And Vampiro's just like, whoop whoop, fucking nigga living for life.
And Ben Shapiro's wife slips on her own slug juice.
Yeah,
Because she's finally wet for the first time.
And then Mike Awesome throws Shaggy 2 Dope off of a fucking bus.
And that makes her even wetter.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
fucking Mike Awesome, baby.
Whew. And then that Mario dude, he gets his eye ripped out, and holy shit, Ben Shapiro's wife is the wettest we've ever seen.
Yeah, and then when all hope looks wet at the top of the ramp, it's Norman motherfucking Smiley.
Oh man, and he's wiggling that thick dick of his.
Absolutely.
And guys, Florida no longer exists. The sea levels have risen so much from that sweet saline between them jeans.
You think we can get Norman Smiley on the podcast to talk about this movie?
Get Norman Smiley to wiggle his dick into your heart.
Every
Dude,
day. That's what I repent for. That's my 2 minutes of repent.
What is Norman Smiley up to these days?
He's a trainer at WWE.
I think we can get him.
We might be. I mean, that's a really good job, and he is like, he's been in the he's been a trainer for a long time with their performance center. But we might. What's his cameo like?
He doesn't do cameo.
Aw,
You better believe he ain't doing cameo.
damn.
We'll find him.
Or Vampiro. It might be easier to get Vampiro than Norman at this point.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, what's it? Vampiro's just in JCW, so.
Yeah, or Marty DeRosa.
Jesus Christ wrestling.
Well, guys, thank you so much for listening.
Jesus Christ wrestling.
We've
Have
been
you
up
ever
to.
seen? There is an actual like Jesus Christ wrestling
Yeah, there
tape
is.
out there.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yo, it's great.
Well, I'll show you. Wrestling with Regret did a nice video on it. I'm guessing that's the one you're talking about.
Yeah, though I want to see the actual one someday.
Nah. Just like this, see it in clips being skewered by
True.
that Zane guy.
I think I would watch that before I watch this again.
Boo. We'll see you guys. I've been James.
I'm
Nicole.
I'm Sean.
Nicole.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Norman Smiley, baby.
Oh, yeah.